So you're looking for a new gaming mouse, but not just any type of mouse. You want a lightweight honeycomb mouse. Now, I don't like them personally, but that is up to you. And you're looking on the market and all you find is the Starlight 12, which is around $400 used because you can't buy them new anymore. Or you find a Model O and you haven't heard great things, but then you have heard great things. It's a mixed bag all around. That's what brings us to today's topic of the video, the Vancer Gretxa mouse. It's a 63-gram ambidextrous honeycomb gaming mouse that competes with the Starlight 12 and the Model O, or any other honeycomb wireless gaming mouse. Now, I've never heard of Vancer before, and I've only heard of Wukong, which they made in collaboration for this mouse, the Wukong edition. It's a smoky black, transparent, kind of like an old atomic purple Game Boy, but in black. I've never used Vancer products before until now, and I've used Wukong products like their aviator cable I showed off on my TikTok, which you should go follow. Anyway, I've never used Vancer's products before, and I thought they were great at first. I've heard some great things. That is not what I think about today's mouse. But before we get to that, we should talk about the mouse itself. It's 63 grams, like I mentioned, is ambidextrous, so you can use it with your left or right hand, although the side buttons are on the left side only, not detachable like a regular G Pro. It has PTFE feet on the bottom, which is pretty normal now on every gaming mouse that is coming out. Has an extra pair included if you do somehow to mess these up. I hope you don't. I don't know what you're going to be doing to your mouse. Now, the size of the mouse will be on screen right here, and overall I find this pretty small for a mouse. I've used the Model O before and I think it's a bit bigger than this, but I can't confirm. Hopefully in post I'll show you guys, but I'm not officially sure. The DPI can go from 400 to 6400, which is pretty low, but I don't think anyone goes above 2400 at most, depending on what you do. It goes from 125 Hz to 1000 Hz, so 1 millisecond to 8 milliseconds. And the liftoff distance default is 2 millimeters, but in software you can change it to 1 millimeter. But you might have some problems with the software, like I did. But we can get into that later. When I started using this mouse, I actually liked the weight because it felt balanced, and compared to my Katana and my Origin 1X, they all felt pretty much the same. Even though the Katana is 58 grams, you can't really feel the few gram difference, and that's also wired. I have a review coming up for that soon, so keep eyes open. Most people don't usually like, or you might like, the holes on the mouse. I personally don't like it, but I can deal with it. Just personal preference, I don't like there being holes in my mouse because of the amount of dust it collects, and you have to clean it more often. Or you might be worried about your sweat, which I'm not worried about, but most people are. It's kind of a mixed bag when it comes to holes in the shell of your gaming mouse. Now, I have to clarify, this is the second batch of the Gretxa by Vancer, and I got this second batch and was hoping it was going to be better than what I've heard. I've heard great things about it, but when I started using this mouse, it was great, and I had no problems whatsoever. I wanted to change the liftoff distance, but I was pushing that off a bit before I installed some software. I just wanted to see how it was out of the box, changing DPI, changing the refresh rate of it. All of that was perfect out of the box. When I started to open up the software, I downloaded it from Adiz's website. It wasn't on their website itself. They had a Google Drive link there, and I went to it. The software link was broken, so I went to Reddit, and there it was. The link actually worked. I guess the Drive link was kind of messed up because it looked like the same one. I guess some letters were missing. So I downloaded it, plugged in my mouse via USB-C, turned it off because it was going wired, and I started to install it. I got up, went to the bathroom, came back, and the mouse lights weren't on. The mouse had died on me while it was updating. I tried turning it back on, I tried troubleshooting it, and nothing happened. It wouldn't turn on. I only got a week out of this mouse. That is not enough for review, in my opinion. That's not enough for me to actually recommend it, and it breaking in a week just because of the driver update they told me I can install and it'd be safe. I can't recommend it. And I know this is probably a short video, but it breaking just like that from a driver update scares me because it shouldn't have bricked it. All it was doing was installing software and checking if it was compatible or something. It said it would be fine, and when I came back it said, okay, you can unplug it. I unplugged it, plugged it back in, nothing. Won't even charge, it won't respond to anything. My computer detects a USB receiver, but not the mouse. It's a whole mess. So I can't get to work, and I kind of gave up on it. I tried troubleshooting it through going to Reddit and other forums, but nothing so far. I might have just gotten a defective unit, but the stock experience on the mouse is really great, especially if you like honeycomb mice and the 63 gram weight. It's a huge selling point. It has USB-C on it as well, so if you like that, I guess. But honestly, it's not that much important to me because I can't even use mine anymore. The scroll wheel was nice, to be fair, but it does move around a lot because it's a big plastic ring, not like a thin one, and it's not much plastic on it. But if you like that, cool, it's grippy, but eh. Another thing I didn't like about it, let alone the software dying on me, was the mouse clicks were so spongy. Not even my G Pro or any other mouse I've used were that spongy other than Five Below Office mice. You click down right after the actuation point and it still has more to go down. It's not the mouse itself, it's the casing. The switch was fine, but there was too much space. It was way too spongy, and I'm going off script. I didn't like it. I really didn't like it. It annoyed me to the point where I had to swap it out, and I just used a different mouse while I was playing Siege. It got so annoying because I'm used to an instant click and that's it. There's no more travel in that. But I guess to other people, they might like that because I haven't heard complaints about that yet, but who knows. Overall, do I really recommend this mouse? No. I can't recommend this mouse. For around 80 bucks US at the current point in time, it's not a great mouse, especially with my experience of it dying on me when trying to update the drivers and install the software. I can't recommend that. But if you really do want it, it is 65 bucks on sale right now, but usually going to be $80. I can't recommend it. I really recommend you go out and try either a Model O, which I don't support Glorious that much anymore, but it's still a good option, or getting an Origin 1X, which is an ergo mouse, yes, but it's still around that weight range. And there's no software for you to brick your mouse. Overall, it's just a much better experience. If you haven't watched my video on that, please go and watch it. I appreciate you so much. But that mouse was a lot better than this. And there's no honeycomb holes in it. Overall, I'm sorry, Vancer, if this disappointed you guys, but I hope you guys make a better batch of this to where it won't brick on me and will actually work past a week for me. But other than that, it's an okay product, but I can't recommend it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit like, hit subscribe if you haven't already, and if you didn't like this video, you know what to do, or comment below and tell me what you think about this. Hope you guys enjoy this video, and I will see you guys next time.